Hello everyone, welcome to another video. The Xbox update just dropped, which Xbox, I think you get the point. It was about 5 hours after it's dropped, and I decided, you know what, since nothing else has really changed, I decided to just do an exotic showcase. Now I'm going to be doing 3 episodes of this, starting with mines, upgraders, and then the last episode will be on furnaces and miscellaneous items. Now, exotics have been in the game for over 2 years. Not quite 2 years, but soon enough to... Wait a minute. 2 years. It's been in the game for 2 years, basically. It doesn't matter. Starting with the first exotic mine is Spook Master 5000. And basically, its standard value, if you couldn't tell, it's 950 million. And you know what, that's pretty good nowadays. Like, it's okay, actually. It was really good back then when it came out, which was Halloween 2015. But the main kicker about this mine is that the more it gets upgraded, like here, let me take it over here and show you. Spook Master. What it does when it gets more upgraded is it gets more visible. That's like its fun fact. So, you know, if you upgrade it with these, and then say like a professional upgrader, get like 4 more upgrades, it becomes more and more visible. So instead of the orb, for example, like iron gets more shinier, Spook Master, the ores just become more visible. And they're black spookiness. So this is like one of my favorite mines. However, that can happen. That's not that cool. If you didn't see that, that was a bunch of tower ores. Now I'll put that back just in case I need it. The next exotic mine is Santa's Workshop, which was at the time a very innovative mine. I swear I don't have a speech impairment. Now what it does is that the green ones and red ones are the standard ones, and then the white ones are the upgraders. I'm trying to go through this fast, which is part of the reason I'm yaying up. So the normal price is 550 million, but after going through the upgrader, it becomes 629 million. I like how it even shows the ore tracker for the upgraded ore, or for the ore that will be doing the upgrading. So that's the special property of Santa's Workshop. It's pretty good as well. That was the first exotic that I actually got, I think. Or the first exotic mine I got. Next is Twitchite, which isn't that good now, but it's still alright. Back when it first came out, this was really good, because it fully worked on cell furnaces, and Twitch coins were still a thing. Now, Twitch coins don't exist as well, I guess you could say, considering when you open boxes, not even the clovers appear. So I don't know what the big deal about that is. But, you know, it still is worth a decent amount, I suppose you could say. And at the very least, it still works sometimes on a cell, just not always. So, you know, for an example, Nature's Grip. About 1 every 5 ores or so work. It's not too bad. Could it be better? Probably. Okay. Next. Oh, Wubbium. Alright, this is a pretty good mine as well. It has a really slow fire rate though. So, I would recommend using more than one of these. Like, for example, if you got like 3, just use that. It's like pretty slow, so the very few ore that get by, it's worth hundreds of millions. It's actually pretty cool. This is one of the only ores though that are taller than they are, like they're rectangles. Like, I found that pretty interesting, but it's kind of inconvenient too, because that means it can clog easier. Which, it doesn't shoot that fast anyway, so you shouldn't have to worry about clogging ever happening. Like, especially if you have them side by side like this. Just don't worry. No clogging will happen. Alright. I think we've had enough of the slow fire rate, so let's go on to the next one, which is Autumn Breeze. In other words, the shittiest mine in the game. So let me show an example. Basically, oh look, there's an ore. If it interacts with another ore, bam, there won't be another ore there. So look. Oh, it missed. I can fix that though, but first I need light. So I got jack-o'-lantern. Done. Alright. So, for example, let's try Twitchite. Let's hope this actually hits. It could. Possibly? You know what? Screw it. I will make this hit. There we go. It adds 50% to the ore. That's all it does. Maybe that could be good for looping Schrodinger First Life, maybe. But you can't get it anyway, so it's not really worth telling you. But this is just for all the people who are curious, because the only thing I'm missing is the Kappa Investor. And, you know, the Submitter's Trophy, but, you know, that's kind of pointless anyway. So, this is pretty useful. It's another Halloween spooky exotic, the Hades Fang. What it does is that it basically just adds on to the ore value of all the ores. It absorbs ores. So it just slowly becomes worth more money. Like, it's eating all these ores right now. And then it fell off. But it eats ores and then it processes as it. Because it processes the ore and adds a tiny bit more. It's like an exponential upgrade, practically. Next is the Spook Master's bigger brother, even though I don't like it as much. It's the Spook Lord. However, it is a bit better. It's just big. That's one of the big problems. And it spews out red rectangles, or red squares too, which can be bad. Red ores, not red squares, because that can happen. However, they're worth a decent amount of money. It depends on what rebirth you are, I believe. At least, because this thing used to be a lot better when I actually had a decent amount of rebirths. And I still kind of do, but just not to the same extent. Vintage review incoming. Look at the quasar. The ores are gone now. Bye. Except vintages aren't that important. At least, you know, compared to the other parts. And the last mine is the Fool's Gold mine. This is one of the first things that you could get that didn't involve getting it from a box, but from doing some other objective. And this one was the Miner's Haven 2, the really legit game. It's actually really good. It's one of my favorite animes, actually. I also, anyway, it's just 100K. I don't even know if it works on cell furnaces. It might. Let's see. I need to stop looking up cell and actually look up something like a Nature's Grip, because that's like the most relatable cell furnace, one of the most common ones. Does it work? Yeah, it does. All right. You can get 20 trillion if you want that. And that will end our first part of Exotic Mines. I hope you all found that very educational, because I sure didn't. It was like looking into a lost inventory of God knows what. So, I'll see you all later on the next one, which will be